All right, ladies and jellyfish, welcome back to Jimbo VR. I know it's been a while, but thank you so much for coming back. Today we're doing another viewer-voted stream. We're flying a P-47 Jug, something completely different. And of course, we're with the good homie, Whisper DCS.
What's up?
All right, so go ahead and break down the situation that we had to go through to get this stream to happen.
Okay, so I own the P-47. I own the Normandy 2.0 map. Jimbo does not own either of those, so he rented the P-47. He didn't know, I guess I had failed to communicate that I had set the initial mission up on the Normandy 2.0 map. He went to join the server and then found out that I had put it on that map, so he couldn't play on it. He was going to buy it, but I was like, no, don't do that because we're just going to use it once because his trial period expired or comes up again in 28 in like a month, which I thought that we had trialed that like much longer ago,
Way
but
long ago.
evidently not. Yeah. But anyway, I very quickly basically remade the mission in the Pacific on the Marianas World War II map here. P-47s didn't really serve in the Pacific, but we'll gloss over that. We're going to be trying out, showing off the new Marianas World War II map, some of the Japanese ground units that are currently in the game. And yeah, we're going to get started up here. We're currently on Guam, and we're going to be flying and attacking some Japanese positions over on Rota Island. We both have two 500-pound bombs and 6 rockets, whatever those types are, in the tubes there, and plus all our 50 cals. The possibility of an air threat is a possibility. Could be some recon planes. We will find out. But most of the airfields on here, and as well as Tinian and Saipan, have mostly been neutralized, so there isn't really too much of a Japanese air threat, but we shall see. So anyway, we're going to get started up here.
All right. I'll go ahead and get this thing started. So to do that,
there we go.
We're going to throw on the fuel, the battery, and the magnetos.
Fast forward. That's on. Trim is good. Don't need that yet.
Why do we have to do the intercoolers and the oil cooler switch? What happens if we don't put that at neutral?
You put it at neutral to start, and then you have them open for most of your flying. It's about...
Oh, so once I start it, I should just put it back to open?
Once you get in the air, you put them to open. It's about maintaining the temperatures, because you don't want them to get too cold, and you don't want them to be too hot. Same thing with managing the cowl flaps, to make sure your cylinder head temp stays between like 100 and 260 Celsius.
That's understandable. Okay.
Batteries on, magnetos are on.
I'm going to energize my engine here.
Radio's on. What do I need to do?
Alright, prop moving. Prop spooling, switching to auto rich. Give him a little throttle here. Setting the boost lever to interlock. Alright.
Generally you want to have that not locked, but oh, here's the part.
Well, when I go in a hot start, it's interlocked. So I guess that's
I know that, but usually you only use the boost if you're above 7,000 feet because it gets hot, but...
Oh, well then I'll turn it off. So the boost can get hot and it can seize the engine? That would be no good. Alright, I'll switch the armament panel to bombs, but I'm going to keep it, the arming turned off for now.
Set your throttle to about 900 RPM to idle, and we're looking for 40 degrees, or actually I think 50 degrees Celsius for oil temp. And
so wouldn't we want to close our slats on the nose so that it can increase the temperature quicker? That's what I would figure.
You could do that, but I think typically they're left open on the ground.
Understandable.
You want to set your flaps to about 16 degrees. If you look out, you can see there's writing on the outboard section of the flap where it folds down. I'm just going. I mean, I'm not that familiar with the P-47. I'm just going by what it is in the manual. You know.
That's true.
So I don't really fly the P-47 ever either. It's not my favorite, but having been practicing it a bit over the last few days, I'm getting more comfortable with it. But it's still not the plane that I'm most comfortable with.
Why?
Because I just don't do it enough. For World
Oh,
War
I
II
see.
planes, at the moment, the one I'm most comfortable with is the P-51.
Yeah,
Just
P-51
because
is
I'm
pretty
used to it.
fantastic, honestly. It's just consistently great.
It's loud. That's something I've noticed flying the radial engine planes last couple days, this and the Corsair. Um, P-51 is so unbelievably loud with the Merlin engines. I mean, the Mosquito and Spitfire are loud too, but the P-51 is nuts.
Whew, I tell you what, these things do take a little bit of time to warm up.
Yep. My cylinder head temp's pretty good. It's just over 100 now, like 110. My oil temp is almost there. And I have oil pressure, fuel pressure. Those are good. I'm idling at 900 RPM. Carburetor air temp is good. Blowers off. Gun sight, everything is on. Main fuel cock's on.
I
Fuel
got
tank.
my I got my louvers closed to try to get this thing temped up quicker.
Yeah, yeah, but you're gonna want to have that open too. I mean, it's not too hard to have to keep
Well,
an eye on
that
temps and
regulates
things and adjust in this.
what is it,
Cylinder
the
head temp.
cylinder head temperature? Exactly. So that's at 100 right now.
Yep. Yeah, mine's about 120. So my temp for that is good. Well, we can if
What
you set your
regulates the
radio.
temperature that's the gauge above that? Right above oil and fuel, there's another gauge that says Celsius. What's the
That's the oil temperature.
this oil
So
Celsius?
the oil, so the
Fuel doesn't have a temperature gauge,
oil.
just the oil. I see.
No, the
That makes
oil
sense.
cooler is for that, and the intercooler is the cooler for the supercharger, because the supercharger compresses the air, but it doesn't cool the air down, because as we know, air with a higher temperature is lower pressure, and the whole point of the supercharger is to have compressed high pressure air going into the intake manifold
So that's
cylinders.
why you usually use boost at the high altitudes only.
Yes, because you don't have, the air is so thin and the oxygen, there's less oxygen in it, so you get way less power output. So you have a supercharger, which gives you that power back at altitude.
I see.
And you have the intercooler, which will cool down all of that air before it goes into the cylinders, making sure that it's a nice high pressure to give you that high power output.
Well, I'm at about like 105, so we could probably taxi out here.
Yeah, I'm pretty good here. If you turn your radio on to A, just the first channel, or B, I did actually put in frequencies, so this should work.
Alright, I hear you on Alpha.
Yay! It
Nice,
worked.
dude. Nice. 314 at 2. Okay. So we're gonna be departing basically to
We're gonna be taking a Ringo and then
taking a Ringo
running
and
left.
then Larry. Yep.
Yeah, so we're taking off to the west.
Am I going the right way?
Yep.
Okay. I hope so. It's the end of this runway, right?
Correct.
Oh. This is just dirt.
I would say
Dirt taxiways.
dirt runway.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It's a little bumpy, but it's fine. I would lower your flaps to about 15, 20 degrees, something like that.
Okay, good idea.
See the indicators on those. So you're doing those S turns and do the same thing.
Just trying to be controlled with it. It can be really easy to lose control.
Yeah. I've sat in the cockpit of a P-47. It's a big plane compared to like the P-51. In terms of World War II fighters in general, it is a large airplane.
Make sure to uncage right before you take off too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to recage and then uncage the gyro. Oh, that's a tree. I don't want to hit that.
Alright, let's make this U-turn here.
I think we should set a bit of an interval, just like a 7-second interval.
Oh man,
So
dude. Are you sure we can... I hope we can take off in time.
Oh, we can, easy.
Okay. Close on the canopy.
Lock your tail wheel.
I think it is.
Oh, that's unlocked by default. Just check on the right side. Make sure it's forward to lock.
Alright. I'm going. Checking manifold pressure. Manifold pressure's good. Temperatures are good.
Mercury, 2700 RPM.
Alright, slowly pulling up. Gear up. Flaps coming up. Keep the nose up above these trees here. Alright. I'm in. I'm good.
Good knots. It's kind of hot out, so we're going to need a bit longer takeoff run, but...
Yeah, that was pretty close to the trees, man.
Gear coming up. My speed, 120. My flaps down a little bit for now.
So now I switched my intercoolers. Whoa, I just lost engine power. Wait, what? I didn't even do anything.
Check your prop RPM, maybe you hit a keybind or something.
No, I didn't.
You still have your engine?
No, I had no engine. You can check the stream. I did nothing. I went full throttle for maybe about 3 seconds. Am I not able to go full throttle in this thing? I mean, I've done it before.
You can.
That's what I'm saying.
42 inches.
No problem. No problem. Got the radio coming on.
It'll just scramble. Alright, I'm just gonna climb up here a bit.
Good idea.
Oh, that's cool. One of my gears still down.
What? Nice.
This is going well. They're down. Let's try and put them back up.
Am I not able to go full throttle in this aircraft?
So my right landing gear is stuck down.
Nice. You know what you can do is land and repair. There you go.
Or just get a new slot. And
Show them how it's done.
Why are you stuck? What did I do to deserve this?
Did you bonk it on your takeoff?
No, it was a very smooth takeoff.
Mine too. That's weird.
I have hydraulic pressure. I'm getting a new slot. Because what the fuck is going on here?
That's what I'm saying, dude. I pressed no buttons.
Let's just have ridiculous random system failures on or something.
Have you configured it that way? That would be super mean of you.
It's off by default, and I did not turn it back
That'd be
on.
so funny.
Oh my god, this fucking game, dude. Oh, whatever, nobody watching this.
And yes, for all you people tuned in right now, definitely subscribe for more of these ridiculously smart antics that we get into, and join the Discord for even smarter intellectual conversations.
My fault, this is that.
For some reason, my RPM is slightly fluctuating. It kind of like goes up and then like has a slight dip down. My cylinder head temp is at about 175. Is that okay?
Yeah, it needs to be between 100 and 260. If it's too cold, then you need to close the cowl flaps, and if it's too hot, you need to open them.
So it's at about 170 or 180 right now, actually.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. But I wonder what's causing my RPM to randomly fluctuate.
Oh, we are just not meant to be doing P-47s.
These things are... There goes the engine again. Are you fucking with me, bro? What?
I'm not sure what could be causing that. Your RPM is forward, your mixture's in auto rich, your battery's on your magneto.
Yes. Let's see if I can survive this one. Or if I just take a dive in the water. Oh,
I know in the BF-109 there's an automatic
I know what to do, bro.
like propeller governor. I don't know if there's a switch for doing that.
No, it's actually
Okay.
over on the left side, right by the
On the
battery.
left side, yes.
Yeah,
Is
and
it set
it says
up?
to auto. I always have it set to auto.
Okay, yeah, that's the default. That's what it should be at.
Yeah, I always keep... I don't even touch that thing. I just...
Yeah,
have
me
it sit
either.
there.
Okay, if this happens again when I take off from my gear, I'm gonna end it, and I'm gonna end the mission, and I'm gonna check the thing and make sure there's random system failures aren't on, because it could be forcing some failure, but I don't know why that would happen.
Wait, is random system failure a thing? That I thought you have to actually
No,
manually set that when you make a mission.
You do have to set that. There is
automatically
random
set.
system failures, and you can set it so that there are certain failures that happen, or at a certain % chance of that happening. I did not change any of those, as far as I'm aware, by default off. So I don't know why this is happening.
Alright, auto start procedure is complete. So I use the actual official procedure. The intercooler is set to closed, and the oil cooler is set to open. Is that okay? I didn't mess with those. I just let the thing auto start because I guess whatever I was doing.
Yeah, the intercooler doesn't matter that much right now because your supercharger's off, or the blower's off, you know. So it's the oil cooler can be which yeah can be open. It's the same thing. If your oil temperature is too high, you need to open that, and if it's too low, then you need to close it. Or close it part way. Normally in normal flight, it's open.
And then the cowl flaps regulate the cylinder head temp. Got it.
Yep. Those are all things you'll have to know for the Corsair as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Because it's also radial engine, has cowl flaps and the supercharger, and actually I think technically this has a turbo, but I forget. It's the Corsair has a supercharger though. I don't even know if this thing has a gear indicator. If it does, I don't know where it is.
It does. It's on the top left. Landing warning light.
Oh, duh.
Does this plane just hate us today? What have I
Feels like
done
it.
to accost this thing? Because I'm doing the same thing I did in like multiple.
I
flights
know, I
before.
did too. It just doesn't like us.
You must. I
that's
swear, man. You
awesome.
must have set random failures just to screw.
I'm
up the
going to
stream.
check if I have the same issue, then
If you did, then you just need to change it, but don't end the stream. Just.
I'm
show
not
you
gonna end the
changing
stream
it.
now.
Yeah, show you changing it.
I do love not being able to see in front of me when I'm trying to take up.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite things.
The trouble with Cobras.
The engine sounds like more consistent. My manifold pressure is in the green.
Yep.
I'm not going past the green.
You want it to be 52 inches of mercury and 2,700 RPM.
That's exactly what it's. Well, it's about 40.
Okay, my gear are both up now.
My gear is coming up. I'm at 40 on the manifold pressure, and I'm at 27 on the RPM.
Back a little bit, 25.
Climbing
50,
fine.
and 4,200.
Engine sounds fine.
Lower on.
Here's my temperatures. Everything looks nominal.
Yeah, T's and P's, oil pressure,
temp
oil,
is a
fuel
little bit
pressure,
low.
oil temp, carb temp, cylinder head temps, all good. Now we're gonna set our intercooler and cooler to open. Leave our cowl flaps open for the time being.
My hands are off everything but the joystick, so I'm not pressing any buttons. I'm not adjusting the throttle. The throttle's now at 40 on the manifold pressure, 27 on the RPM.
Right. Oh, I love DCS. I see you behind me.
It's my usual spot.
Yep.
Okay, my cowl flaps are still open. My intercooler is closed. My oil cooler is open.
I would open your intercooler, as per the manual.
Open it or neutral it?
Open.
Opening intercooler. Oil cooler I keep open too?
Yep. I have the thing with all the engine settings for the normal conditions up, so I will tell you what I'm doing as I'm doing it.
Does adjusting the oil cooler or the intercooler manipulate or move a flap on the aircraft or an opening?
Yes.
Where would it be?
The oil cooler is just aft of the cowl flaps.
Yep.
On the front, and the
other one is back
cooler
in the
is
tail.
basically on the roundel.
He's talking about this one. And this one.
And then obviously cowl flaps and the goes around the engine cowling.
So far the engine's doing well.
That's good. I'm just gonna make sure we're going in the right direction.
I would have been pissed if auto start didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know why my gear got stuck, but whatever.
They bumped the ground probably.
Yeah. I thought it was as smooth as my second takeoff.
How high can my manifold pressure get? 55?
52 is your max that you're not supposed to exceed.
Can I constantly exceed over 40?
Yeah, I mean for climb you want to be at about 42 and about 25-50 for your RPM.
That's where I'm at right now. But can I constantly hold 50? Or is that for a limited amount of time?
That's kind of a limited amount of time. Like the climb, this is our also our max continuous power, which is 42 inches of mercury, 25-50 RPM. Just had a lag spike. I'm gonna just set my guns up. Just get those on.
My guns are on. Bombs are not armed.
Alright, just test my guns, they all work. Set my rockets to instant.
No, we need to do bombs first.
Yeah, I know, but I have that set to instant just
Alright, that's fine.
in case. Bomb, and then left and right wing. Chemical, I don't need them, right? No. And then I need to arm my left and right bomb. Just so I don't forget.
Are we, we're headed in the right direction? Yeah, we're going to the island to 11 o'clock.
Yep. Did you set your fuel tank to the right thing, like all the way forward to the main when you did those startups?
No, I set it to auxiliary, that's why.
That's why, because it ran out of fuel.
Yep,
that's why our engine cut out.
That makes sense. Because the prop didn't stop. It was still moving on fumes.
It was windmilling, yeah, so that...
If I had switched, it would have started back up.
Yeah, so that's why. Okay.
I was too low to press all the troubleshooting buttons. I had to just pitch out. First time I just belly landed it. Second time, the parachute deployed the moment I hit the water, so I probably hit the water pretty hard.
Yeah, I probably would have died.
Think so?
Yep.
Codename Fish Paste. You need to slow the damn down.
200 knots, I'm climbing here. I forgot to zero out my altimeter, so I don't know. So according to this, I'm at like 1,700 feet, but checking the left control, F11, I know that. So what am I at right now? 3,600.
It says I'm at 3,000 feet, so I think that's where we're at. We're about 3,400 feet.
I'm at 3,600.
Yeah, you're at 3,600.
I'm gonna increase my thing to be.
So mine's accurate.
Where it's supposed to be. Mine is accurate, somewhat.
Yeah, you're at 3,600.
Yeah, that's about right. Roughly. Close enough.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm not gonna squeeze off my guns. I want to save my ammo.
Yeah, I just squeezed off a couple just to test them.
I just turned it on, and if it doesn't work, then I'll turn it back off and on. Troubleshoot it. All my circuit breakers are in, so everything should be good.
Yep. I only fired a couple rounds, and this has hundreds. So.
Is your pilot heater on? Make sure that's on.
It is not. Where is my oxygen? I don't even know where my oxygen bottle is.
It's on the left side. Auto mix on and off. But for some reason, doing so does not turn the blinker. The blinker doesn't
exactly
activate.
how that works.
I think it only. Oh no, you need to.
I think it's just by demand.
You need to click the little red knob in front. It says emergency or oxygen emergency bypass.
Yeah, that's for emergencies. That I forget exactly. I was reading about that,
and it starts the blinker.
That's for.
Yeah,
but that's again for emergencies.
Yeah, but
oh, there it is, right here.
Where?
There's the oxygen thing on the right side.
How'd you turn on the blinker?
Oh no, it should just be a normal. I think it's just like on. But I think the blinker is for
I just turn on the
I think it's just
emergency
for
bypass.
on, like,
I just always
on
keep the
demand.
emergency bypass on, so the blinker's constantly blinking, and I know that oxygen's
It doesn't
on.
need to be, because we don't need oxygen until we're over 10,000 feet, really.
But I'll know that it's got plenty.
But you have oxygen pressure. You can see the cylinder pressure there, and I believe that the oxygen flow goes when you're actually and it's drawing it as is needed, which I think comes on automatically above 10.
Okay, yeah, because there should be the light underneath the oxygen. The light should illuminate when it turns on.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten informed with you. This is hard to keep up.
I'm just trying to climb poorly because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing.
I'm at full throttle now. I can't push the throttle anymore forward. Cylinder head is at 150 or 160. Is that okay?
Yeah, mine's pretty hot, actually. I need to open it because I slowed down. Because I'm at my, like, max. So.
You can close it like a little bit, not all the way though.
Yeah, no. I know. I had closed it because I was above 225, but it got hot and I slowed down, so I need to be...
What is its max? 260?
Yeah.
100 to 260. Correct?
I'm going to turn my blower on a little bit. Yes.
Thank you. What blower?
Just turn my supercharger, the boost, up a little bit just to put myself up at 4,200 or 42 inches of mercury.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Just for this climb.
That's why I like to just interlock it, because then you can just turn down your throttle a little bit, give a little bit less gas, and still have that same amount of manifold pressure. So I always just interlock it.
Yep.
Makes it way easier.
There are circumstances for that. That's useful at high altitudes, but usually don't want to do that below 7,000 because you can heat up your engine too much.
I'm paying attention. I'm at about 190 on the cylinder head temp.
Yep.
So I'm good. I'm not even at 200 yet.
Yeah, I was at like 260, so I just had to. But let me check my audio here. Okay. Also, the little dial to the left of the gun sight target range, you want to set that 11 on.
Gun sight or target range selector?
Yeah, because that's where the
to 1100?
Yes, because that's where the rounds converge from the left and right guns.
So that vertical dial I set to 11.
Yep.
The dial that is labeled target range selector?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. So that's set to 11, which is 1 right over 10. Got it. Perfect. Wait, so it's normally... Oh, so that doesn't... Oh, it moves it up and down a little bit. I see what you mean. But at what range?
Yeah, it makes it bigger or smaller. But it's the point of it is... You set it to 1100 because that's where the rounds converge from the guns on your left side and the guns on your right side. So if you have the target, and then you set the wingspan of the target. So if it's a BF-109 or Focke 190, it's like 30
small.
Something.
Yeah, it's
so
really
you
small.
leave it at about 30, and then when its wingspan fills that gyro gun sight, and you have it set to 1100 and you squeeze the trigger, your rounds should converge right on that.
So the wings need to be within the circle or within the pins?
Within the pins, the gyro
Okay.
that changes size, not the fixed gun sight.
The pins that move around. Yeah, the pins that surround that little dot. I see what you mean. I can still squeeze off rounds before that.
Again, yeah, but
I'm only at 220 and my cowl flaps are totally closed.
Yep. But it'll get hotter.
And I'm at like 50 on the manifold pressure. I'm not even at full throttle because I've got the boost on. The oil is at a nominal temp.
I gotta reduce my boost a bit, actually. Yeah, oil temperature is good, oil pressure, fuel pressure, carb temp, and cylinder head temps. All of those are good. I'm at about 8,200 feet
The amps,
now.
my amps are low. My amps are running low. The generator's on, but my amps are low.
I think that's normal.
Cabin air is nominal. You gotta slow down so I can catch up. Almost at 7,000 feet. You are at 7,000 feet right now.
Oh, I'm above it. I'm at 8,000 according to my altimeter.
No, you're. Actually,
and
you
according
might
to
be at
F11,
8,000.
I'm at 8,400 actually.
So, how long can I hold it at 50 manifold?
I don't know.
Should I just put it to 40? I'll put it to 40.
At 42, 20, 50.
I put it to 40 and it didn't change my RPM at all, so.
Because it doesn't, because that's controlled by your propeller RPM.
So that means
lever.
So the manifold pressure is how much torque you're trying to put on the engine, just like a
The manifold pressure is the amount of pressure that is in the intake manifold. The higher the pressure that you have in the intake manifold and then subsequently in the cylinders, the more forceful the explosion and the more power that you get. But the RPM is just the speed of rotation of the propeller.
But if you exceed the manifold pressure like in a helicopter, you're going to over torque the aircraft. You're going to try to pull too much power that the aircraft can't sustain, and it'll just.
If you exceed the maximum manifold pressure that the engine can physically handle, I would imagine it would explode
because it'll seize up the cylinders.
Yeah. Well, that usually happens if it overheats, because the cylinders will, or the pistons will expand in the cylinders and seize.
That's what happened with my boat. I let my dad drive my boat one time when I was flying the drone on it, and it's the engine seized up, and I was wondering what the problem was. I went back and looked at the footage and saw that he was driving the boat through a ton of reeds, because I was flying the drone so I could look down straight through the water, and there was green, just tons of greenery right underneath the boat, and like to the left of it was the dark water where it was deeper. So he was in the super shallows and just getting reeds all caught up, and the motor is supposed to pull in water and cool the motor with the water.
Yeah.
And it got clogged up with the reeds, and so it just, like what you were saying, it literally just had no water cooling it, got super hot, and then expanded and seized up. So we took the top off the engine and pulled open the head gasket and saw that one of the cylinders had completely seized. So we had basically lost one of the 3 gears that the engine has to offer. The first gear is really slow, the second gear gets you to about like 15 miles an hour, and the third gear gets you like pretty fast. So we lost the ability to like get the boat going like it normally did, basically. So $500 later we got that replaced, but now had to get the gear lube replacement taken care of. That thing is kind of tricky.
I've slowed down to or reduced to my pressure to my cooling, so I'm gonna go into auto lean here.
Why would you do that?
Because that is the mixture setting that you do, because it uses less fuel.
Should I set that now?
You're still trying to climb and go faster, so I would keep it in your max continuous 42 inches of mercury, 2550 RPM, and auto rich. But I have slowed down, which I should have done a little bit ago, probably, so you can catch up. But I've slowed down, so I'm at 32 inches of mercury, 2250 on the RPM. I'm at about 9,000 feet. Rhode Island, our target area is to our left, or 9 o'clock. I'm waiting for you to just catch up to me. See you back there.
Alright, well, ladies and jellyfish tuned in, definitely make sure to join our Discord. so you can vote on the type of missions that we're going to do in the future, which is the exact mission that we're doing right now, which was voted on previous viewers. So go ahead and join that and subscribe to both Whisper and I for more.
What's your indicated airspeed?
Posting more videos for you all. 200 miles an hour.
You should be climbing. Your optimum climb speed is like in this, because I mean, remember the type of plane it is. I mean, you're gonna be climbing at like 150 or lower, so that's why I'm going faster, is because I climbed up at low, and you kept it at the lower altitude, and then now I'm going faster than you with true airspeed a little bit. Just trying to keep an eye on this possible plane.
I see you. I don't see any other airplanes in the airspace, but I do see what seems to be like on the northeast side of the island.
A runway?
There might be some sort of grouping.
Yeah, there's a runway there, and then just kind of south
by the
of
beaches
it in one area is the is our target. So if you wanted to climb up to whatever altitude for your attack, I see you there. I'm
turning toward that northeast side of the island.
I can drop my bombs first on the target and point it out to you afterwards, if you would like.
Yeah, I'm about to be caught up with you. There goes Whisper right over there. Yeah, this plane feels like one of the planes I've flown in real life. It's very sensitive.
Alright, left and right wing bomb selected. Bomb selector is set to bomb. Master is on. I don't need the chemical release on, correct?
Correct.
Alright, I have my other left and right.
Make sure your arming is on for all of the bombs.
Yep.
By your left shoulder.
Right, we only have... Yep, I just did that. Guns, everything that's selected. We should be good. I just want to climb up here a little more.
Put your compressibility flaps down once you go into the dive so you don't get too fast. I personally like to do my dive with my flaps all the way down and the compressibility flaps down, so I can pull out of it.
So I don't damage them.
I don't get them damaged by doing that because I go slow on the dive. It gives me plenty of time to aim.
Yeah, I go in at about 200, 225.
Alright, I'll keep the flaps up like you do, and I'll keep my compressibility flaps down.
You can do whatever you want. Do what you do so that you can hit the target. That's the important thing.
I'll try my best.
I have my method, you have your method. We're not going to go in on the dive at least stagger it a little bit. Have eyes on the target area. Just want to double check that quick. Okay. Because you don't know where the target is exactly.
No.
I do. And you need to know where the target is before you go in on your dive so that you set up correctly.
I mean, I can get a rough idea. I can look and see where the target is. Like, I can look at the map. Not the map,
okay.
But I can look at the actual ground and see. Like, I have the ability to do that. I can, because this headset is so much better than the last one. I can actually see stuff on the ground. At long last, Valley viewers, I finally caught up with the boy. So I think that's worth a subscription and a join to the Discord, which we've got pinned in the description for you.
Close your cowl flaps on your dive too. Alright, if you look kind of So the direction that we're going, this side of the airfield, there's a little rectangular area, kind of a clearing in the trees. That's where our target is. There's a bunch of buildings, lands. We're gonna do the logical, intelligent thing, which is dive directly at it. What are you gonna do?
I think I see the buildings you're talking about to the south of that. Is that what you're referring to?
Yep.
Yep.
So. Actually, at 9,000 feet, yes. It's more or less accurate. It does something I'm still not used to in the warbirds is that they take so long to climb. I'm so used to the jets where it's like you can do a full burner and be at like 350 knots at the end of the runway, pull up into the vertical and be at 25,000 feet in like a minute. But these, we spent 20 minutes climbing, we're at 9,000 feet.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I see you going in. Coming in behind you. Compressibility flaps coming down. Compressibility flaps are down. When do you drop? Let me know.
Soon. Pickle. Off. AAA's coming up.
Pickle.
It fell slightly short, but it did some damage.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, you
All
just
right.
fell way short. I did damage with the shrapnel. Oh, we killed some sandbags. That's good.
We did.
Oh my lord, that's a lot of fucking flag. Holy shit.
It's shooting at you. Watch out.
Whoa,
Watch out.
wait, wait,
Watch
whoa.
out, watch out. They're going evasive. Go evasive. Gain altitude. Go evasive. They're still shooting at you. Keep your eye on the bullets.
I can see that.
Alright, just making
what
sure.
What do you think I'm doing?
Just making sure. Still firing.
I can see that I'm flying at them.
You're a maniac.
Off. That was not how that was supposed to sound.
What happened? They're shooting. Shooting. Watch out. Keep going evasive. Try to stay low under the trees. Still shooting. Still shooting. Try to stay low.
I can see. You need to attack them.
I am. I'm on him. I'm on him.
Because I don't have that much of an engine anymore. It's very rattly at the moment. Alright, let's see, what is the best course of action? Probably. Let's see.
Alright, I hit multiple
still.
things.
Does my booster do anything? I do not appear to have supercharger anymore. I have some RPM, not a lot, and I have some manifold pressure.
What's your speed? Can you fly back?
Oh, I'm 180 knots at 1700 RPM, and I have 36 entry. Do I have landing gear? That's the real question now.
You can make it back to the field here.
That's what I was going to do, which is not, strictly speaking, the most intelligent thing to do, you know, land at the airfield that you were just attacking.
I mean, can you make it back?
No. No.
You don't have the gas or anything?
I don't know if I have a fuel leak, but
Are you just constantly losing RPM?
I'm at 1600 RPM. This is exactly what happened to me the other day. So I suspect I do have hydraulic pressure. I'm gonna try putting my gear down and turning around.
We should try to fly back.
I can't fly back. I can try, but I'm not gonna make it.
You think you'll crash to the water?
I have
If you stay at a consistent 180, you're fine.
landing gear. Because I have hydraulic
Man,
pressure.
I should have told you on the egress to hide low and use the trees as cover.
They can still hit me low down. It's not. They're not SAMs. Oh, that's stalling. And I need to retract my landing gear. Put flaps down a little bit. Alright, I do have hydraulic pressure. I do have landing gear extended and retract. I'm gonna get rid of my canopy because I don't need that.
I just
If
have
you
a
would like
bunch
to-
of AAA installations.
Nice. I'm at 170 knots. Awesome, you did kill some stuff. I'm gonna try and belly land. If you could press them while I try and die.
Yeah, well, they're still shooting at me.
Yep. Okay, I regret jettisoning my canopy because it's very...
Yeah, it's way louder.
Just a wind blast. If I hunker all the way forward, then it's fine. If I sit back... That's not cool. Alright, safety my guns. Probably do that.
I'm out of guns.
Guns.
I just destroyed another vehicle. Another AAA.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I just been damaged though. My wing has got holes. I'm still in control.
3,550 manifold or 35.5 inches of mercury, 1,500 PM. I'm at what is that? 800 feet. It feels lower than that. 150 knots.
Dude, you're not even aiming at the airfield at all.
Yeah, well, I can't exactly see it. I
It's
just know
way,
the rough
way,
direction.
way to your right. You're not even. You're gonna need to do a go around.
I could see the smoke a second ago. I can't really climb very easily. Oh, I see. Belly landing.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It's way to your right.
I can't
You
do
could
a go around.
You could still do it. You could still land if you
I'm belly landing if I can get over these trees.
try to put the gear down. Try to gear it.
I can put the gear. No, I
Just
can't
put the gear
fucking
down.
gear it because I can't put the gear down because I'm perpendicular to the runway. Oh,
You're
that's
good.
that's convenient.
What just happened?
Fine. Fine. There was some bombs and crates and things in front of me, but I went through them. It's fine.
Oh, you're still alive.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, watch my landing from there. I'm coming around.
Ooh, I can still use my flaps. That's cool. Can I put my gear down here?
All right, you have to judge this landing.
And I still have.
They're shooting at you, dude. They're shooting right at you.
Oh fuck yes, they are.
Maybe I
I'm
shouldn't
dead.
land there. But you know
Oh,
what?
there's a tank. That's why.
I'm going to land there anyway.
Run away. Run away.
No, what I'm doing, I'm gonna land there from. No, I
Got out
got
of my
this.
plane.
I got this.
I got out of my plane. I'm walking away.
All right, watch this landing, bro. I'm coming in from the same direction you did.
This is pretty much exactly how I expected this mission to go, by the way.
We designed it 5 minutes before we streamed it.
Yeah, I literally made this.
Is my
It's
gear
less than
even
that,
down
'cause-
yet? Oh, it's almost down. All right, I think I might have this. Is it down
your-
yet? Yeah, it's down.
Right gear is locked. I think your left one is locked now.
Damn. All right, now I gotta slow this thing down before they can. Dude, they're like right next to me.
I got out of my plane. I'm not dead. I'm getting pretty damn good at belly landing the P-47. All right, let's see. What did we kill? A AAA gun. There's the one of the heavy triple. There was a tank shooting at you.
That's why I'm that's why I'm freaking driving
We
away.
killed, or you killed most of the stuff. I didn't do much. Short.
I'm surprised you put all that stuff there. That was
Yeah.
hard.
That's pretty similar to what it was. I mean, well, the other one, it didn't have low caliber 388s. This says 257 or 75 millimeter. I didn't expect the tank to be. Why is the?
There's the boy. He
Yeah, I'm just
survived.
right in front of you. Do you see me, like, out of the plane?
Yeah, you're standing on your wing on my screen.
Oh, over here, I'm, like, right in front of your plane.
Oh, perfect.
You're getting shot at by a tank.
It's not gonna hit me.
Yeah, I moved out of the way.
He's aiming. No, he can't hit me. He can only hit you. Oh, never mind. I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Holy shit. Holy shit. Let me out. Oh my. Let me out.
Oh, that's a flat gun, dude. They turned the flag, like, on us.
Bro. Let me out of here. They're not even worried about us, they're just worried about the planes.
Oh, shit. That was a direct hit, dude.
I don't understand how I just made it out of that plane alive. Oh, your plane just
so
exploded.
much damage for all this stuff.
Jeez, dude. Oh my gosh, dude.
Well, the planes did spawn, so I did my trigger correctly, but...
Oh, well, I think they got back at us, buddy. I think they got us.
I think it's safe to say that that was unsuccessful.
Well, ladies and
I'm gonna
gentlemen,
end.
that's how we do these streams. We make a mission and we do it, and we get it done perfectly every single time
Every
without
single
any
time.
issues. So, if you enjoy the outcome, definitely make sure that you subscribe for more and that you join for more educational streams.
Professionals.
Yeah. This is as good as it's gonna get, I'll be
Oh, yeah.
honest. We stick with the
Dean
code.
Buxton says, "What's up, you two? It's been a while since I've been here. How's it going, dude?"
Good
Yeah,
to
we're
see
doing
ya.
pretty well. I mean, it's been like
Good to see you.
3 weeks or something since we streamed, but
Yeah,
yep.
I know. But I found a mission for us to fly in.
What is it?
It's the Marion Hole Pirates Cove dedicated server.
What are we gonna fly?
You said warbirds, so P-47s.
Is it a World War II server?
It has those things. It has P-47s.
What's it called again?
Bro.
Pirates Cove dedicated. But we're gonna be going against jets.
No.
Oh, is it just like a training server?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going in with the 1,000-pounders.
All right. Well, it's
So
a 15
there's
minute.
Leos. Can Leos destroy us? Can they shoot at us?
Leopards?
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
Leos.
modern battle tanks.
Oh shit.
Main battle tanks. So yes, we can't.
They're not
kill them
likely
if
to
we hit
get
them
us
directly.
though, because they're tanks, dude. They're
Depends
not
on the
like...
altitude we're at. They have machine guns.
Okay, well, there's a bunch of those to the field that we took off from. There's also ZSUs, but those are on the go.
Yeah, those Shilkas will absolutely.
Yeah, they're gonna kill us.
I mean, if we were in jets, they would absolutely shred us. I think for World War II planes, we had to find like an act.
There are some handy wind ships that we can practice on by Rota.
Oh my god, there's so many armed high-speed boats. Why are there so
Yeah, I
many?
know. I just looked at that.
What is
we
the noise? Oh, BTRs and stuff.
we could practice on some ships. That'd be fun. Probably more likely to hit the target too.
I would say less likely.
No, it's bigger, dude.
But they're moving.
But
And
it's
they're not actually
bigger.
bigger.
It's
Compared to the
bigger
area
than
that
like
we
a
were at.
tank. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but we were just trying to hit the area. I mean, oh yeah, well yeah, bigger than the tanks.
Okay. Do you want to do the Leos or do you want to do the handy winds?
I'm gonna look and see if this is a different server that's more for world.
Oh, you're gonna spend a ton of time doing that then, so I'm just gonna start to take it off. Because there's not gonna be one. That isn't like on Normandy or something.
There's 100,000 on Mariana's World War II already. There's one that has a lot of people in it. I'm gonna save it. So it seems like something too difficult for us.
Those are the sweats.
What just happened up here?
I'm on this server, bro. I'm about to take out these boats. It's gonna be sick.
Okay. Foothold Mariana's World War II? Look at that.
Dude,
Well,
this
back. I'm gonna get a quick stick.
the terrain here, the weather here is absolutely beautiful. It's like a little bit fog. A little bit of fog at this low level.
Okay, I'm back. Spectate this.
Okay.
Wow, there's not a lot of stuff here.
Here's the thing though, on that last sortie, we both survived.
Sort of. Only because I think that you can't actually be killed if you jump out of a plane and go back around. I mean, let's be honest, dude. 75mm flak shells exploding 3 feet above our heads, and the tank shells hitting the planes we're standing next to directly would probably kill us.
Nah, bro, you're built different.
I got shot too, like in the plane.
How does the chicken and rice taste?
I don't have that today.
You're wrong for that, man. I don't know who you are anymore. Dude, this server that I'm on is awesome. There's like a little bit of fog right over the water. It's so cool. This is so sick. And the fog looks amazing. It's gonna make finding
I'm
that
gonna
ship
have
a little
to,
harder, but it's gonna be fun. Alright, closing cowl flaps. Picking up speed.
I'm gonna have to make a.
You're gonna have to loin. I got an all black plane, Ghost of Rosgre style. Oh my gosh. Azure T8 says, "Hi, you are the best. I believe in you. You are the best." Wow. Azure T8. That is super righteous of you. I really appreciate the kind words. It means a lot to me. Truly. And I hope that you consider subscribing to my boy Whisper DCS and I for some more of this fun content. And if you really enjoy it, then join the Discord we got in the description. It took a long time for me to get the hardware required to make the content this high fidelity, sound and look this good. And it's directly attributed to all the great people in the community of the Discord. I wouldn't have known what to do without them. So go ahead and join in if you want. There's some smart people in there. Definitely
Yes.
no shenanigery occurs, so don't worry about that. It's all professional.
Where'd you take off from?
Just take off from Anderson. You'll get there quicker to the boats. I took off from Antonio. Just go from Anderson.
Okay.
You didn't pronounce that right.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
That video is the Whisper Riz. She say hi, you say okay. That's it. It's wraps, and the bloodline ends. But yo, happy birthday to Whisper's brother. Everybody say happy birthday in the chat. Whisper's brother had his birthday recently, and it was splendid. Who wants me to do a barrel roll? Anyone in the chat wants me to do a barrel roll? Say yes. Say do it.
Don't do it.
Let me know. Let me know if you want to see a barrel roll. Oh, no, almost. Oh, no, not quite. Well, you want to see one? You want to see one? Let me know.
Gotta pull up my manual.
There we go. Boom, barrel roll with 1,500 pounds of bombs. That definitely helped me pick up a bunch of speed, that's for sure. But I gotta convert the speed to altitude if I'm dropping 1,000-pound bombs, because these things are gonna create a huge blast, and I need to be high up.
Yes.
Every single time I drop these 1,000-pound bombs, I always end up getting some sort of blast damage from them, and I always think I'm high up enough, but apparently I'm not. I'm 5,000 feet right now, so I think that's good. You said pull up?
I said pull out. I said you gotta pull out.
You know I never do. Ask the bunch. So yeah, and I'm over here about to get on this target probably within about 1 to 2 minutes at the most. It says don't open cowl flaps above 225 indicated. Will that break them?
Get a lot of turbulence.
Oh, that's what shakes the whole plane. It'll slow me down pretty big time too.
Yeah, I need a lot more drag.
I usually, you know, put them out way before landing and the compressibility flaps in case I need to slow down really quickly. I just drop every flap I have.
Compressibility flaps.
What?
What do you mean compressibility flaps?
The flaps that are directly to the left of the RPM selector switch. Those are the flaps that drop down from underneath the wing of the aircraft to prevent you from going into an uncontrolled spin if you gain too much speed during a dive. So if you're diving and you try to pull out, but you're going too fast, you're not going to be able to pull out because there's too much speed going over the wings, and your elevators aren't strong enough to pull out of that. So the compressibility flaps push.
I'm not even sure I'm familiar with those.
If you flick them down, you can look underneath the wings and you'll see these line of flaps.
Yeah, lower them so I can spectate you, so I can look.
Alright, compressibility flaps are coming down, so now you can see underneath my wings, all of those lines of flaps have come down.
Oh, I see.
I'll put them up, and now it's snake winged again.
Right under the wings.
Yeah, right under the wings, and I'll come put them down
Okay,
again.
I see.
So that is for when you're doing a dive, bombing particularly, you want to put those down, so in case you get a huge amount of speed, you can pull out of it, because if you get above about like 350 or around 300 something, then your elevators aren't strong enough and you'll end up just going straight to the ground. I know from experience. That's why on dive bombing, is particularly like beyond 40 degrees, I definitely put those on every time. Yep. And that's also why I put the flaps down. Because
I don't ever put flaps or any of those down. That was my least accurate bomb. When I did the test for the other mission the other day,
did it pretty good.
It was just a little one line of trees. It wasn't even like a forest. It was one straight line of a few trees, and I put it exactly on that tree line, exactly the same. To be fair, I was only a little short, but it wasn't bad. But yeah.
Well, yeah, you see what I mean. Those things are crucial when it comes to dive bombing. So you should implement that in your practice with the P-47 from now on. That's why I like to do the flaps, because it slows me down. It prevents me from even getting to that speed where it's too dangerous to pull away from. And since I'm going straight down, I'm picking up enough speed to pull away anyway, so I don't need to have more than what's necessary. So and the flaps slow me down enough so that I can get enough time to really pinpoint the aim and get it on target. It makes a difference. And then right when you know that you're just basically once you press the pickle button, all the flaps come up, both compressibility and the regular flaps. And you just pull away. Kind of like how sometimes when you go in on a dive bomb for like in a modern aircraft, you put the speed brake out a little bit just to slow you down.
Yep.
Oh no. That's where I'm going toward. Uh-oh. Those things are gonna come toward me. Oh, that's not good. I need to drop these bombs quick. I need to just drop all my bombs at once and then get the heck out of here. I mean, this is a pretty huge target. I don't think I can miss very easily. And those fighters are kind of far away. It's an I-86. They're not nearly as fast.
I-16. No, they're single teeny tiny monoplanes with no canopy. From the 30s.
Yeah, they're not very fast.
It's I think the only kind of...
That's a World War I airplane.
No, World War II. Or pre-World War II into World War II.
World War I was in the 20s.
No, World War I was in the 1910s. And I said 30s.
You're right, I guess it's not a biplane model.
There were monoplanes in World War I, but most of them were biplanes.
Most were biplanes, yeah. And a lot of open canopies with the machine guns in the front, machine gun in the back, and usually sometimes even an articulating machine gun in the back.
Yeah, sometimes from the bombers or recon planes, they would have the navigator that would have but the fighters generally had one or two
That would be a
to the
pretty
engine,
scary
the propeller
job
with
to need to be the
an
gunner in the
intro
back. You won't
Oh
really
god,
be able
yeah.
to be in control, and you're just hoping you can land on the ground.
Because you're the target, and they're trying to kill you first.
They see where you're shooting, so they know where to shoot.
I mean, yeah, I've read this book by this guy who was a pilot up in the Royal Flying Corps in the in World War One, and he talked about sometimes he would get like 20-30 yards away from the plane before he'd open up on it, which is absolutely insane.
Dude, no way.
What temps am I looking for again? Someone had some. Why is that not going up? Let's close these for a minute.
Compressibility flaps coming down, throttle to idle, nose coming down. Where's the target? There's the target.
Take off. Wing spread, unlocked hook up, fuel tank selector, reserve mixture, auto rich,
Bombs out.
superchargers, neutral, prop, max RPM, cow flaps. We'll set to 2/3 open in a minute.
Rockets coming in next.
I love when it parks me in the middle of the road, but I don't need the entire runway because I'm going to roll with 2 miles. Alright, that's just good enough. Good enough for the time being.
I got 50% damage on that thing. That thing is smoking pretty badly right now. I hit every single rocket on target perfectly. Didn't miss a single one. Alright, I'm RTB.
Good timing because I'm taking off. Brakes work. Why am I... There we go.
Dang, I really gotta aim super far ahead when it comes to these bombs. That's crazy.
You gotta dive very steeply. That's what I found. The steeper you dive, the more accurate you'll be. And
That is
Stukas, you think about those dive bombers and Dauntlesses, they would dive at sometimes about 90.
Yeah, they want to
Just
make sure they're hitting the
try that.
target. I'll do that next time. I'll get to a steeper dive.
Oh, that F-16 is so loud, but sounds so good.
Alright, I'm RTB. Should be there in about
My God,
2 or 3 minutes.
the Echo 19 audio mod is so good. It is doing weird things to my trousers.
Fuck. Wow, this thing's actually flying fast for once. Holy moly. Does the pipper relatively indicate where the bombs are going to drop, or mainly for the guns?
Nope. Generally speaking, what I do, so underneath, you see how on you have the ring of gunsight, and then inside, it's like of each thing. like one more line. So the bottom one is like the 40 mil line, and that's kind of what I use. I'll go into my steep dive on the target, and then I will kind of like place
You
that.
put them on the bottom minus.
Yeah, I will kind of put that.
Not the top minus in the ring, the bottom minus out the ring.
Yeah, or even below that a little bit.
All right, I'll put it below the bottom minus.
But you have to be, you know, at right speed and out and everything for that.
There's a neutral handy one. Oh, that's a blue one. I mean, I could still blow up the blue one, but I guess I won't. Alright, fine. I won't blow up the blue one, whatever. But there is the boat and trail. The Swiss Giant and trail. It's 50% damage. You can easily get the rest of that one. You see what I mean?
Yep, I think.
Check it on a map. Can I strafe you? How would you feel about that?
I'll ban you from the Discord.
No. That's all I have left.
I gotta figure out where you are and where.
North, you dingus.
Yep. That's stalling. Oh, and I didn't uncage the thing. Oh, that's... Oh, I might die here. Oh, I died.
Now, why would you go and do that?
Because I was trying to look at the F10 map and I just pitched up too much and stalled.
I cry every time.
Just gonna spawn hot.
Not even sometimes. I'm landing at Northwest Field. Actually, that's a bad idea. I'm gonna land at Anderson because I'm gonna need that runway.
2 miles, but...
See? Spawn hot. Guess what happens? Boost is interlocked, you dingus. So just use the boost the whole time.
Yeah, I know that, but... You can cook the engine by doing that.
I haven't had it happen since. As long as you maintain the correct manifold pressure.
That's more about carburetor air temp, I think.
Carburetor air temp? Not cylinder head? Where's the gauge for carb temp?
It's above the other ones at the top on the right side.
Cabin air?
I think it's carb air.
I'm not seeing it on top right. I don't see it on the top right instrument panel.
It's there.
Oh, it says carb air, not cabin air.
Yes.
Dude, I knew that the whole time. I was there. Is there a plane coming in for landing right now on Anderson? Yeah, but what plane is it? It's like an F-14. Oh, F-16. Alright, let's see how this guy does. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's dead. He's gonna die. Just smash. Just look at his landing gear. Oh, yeah. He does not know how to land this thing. He panicked. He panicked. Well, you know, I remember my first beer, so I understand. Alright, compressibility flaps down. Flaps going all the way out. Under 200 gear coming down. Throttle to idle. I should just land right in front of you, but it's probably gonna do the taxi kick thing.
landing from the ocean, right?
Yeah, we're taking off toward the ocean. Yes.
Where are you landing, though?
Oh, I just landed. I'm to the north of you.
Oh, visual.
I'm taxiing down the runway. Wait, that's a Corsair. That's not you. What the hell?
Waiting for you, or am I gonna take off?
Oh, you can go. You can go, my boy.
You just gotta get out of the way.
Oh, my bad, dude. I didn't even know you were in front of me. Are you
The thing is with auto starts is auto starts put you in a good condition for every technical correct every circumstance. Because I did a hot start for this, and there's a number of things that I need. Mixture was set to auto lean. It needs to be auto rich.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Get some fresh air in here. I'm gonna hop out this thing. Where the heck are you, Wibber? Oh, this Corsair just took off right in front of me.
Refueling complete.
I can't lie, that Corsair engine sounds mean.
Yeah, it does.
Rearmament complete, taking off.
Hey, what are you doing? Unable to comply.
Oh, rearming's not complete? I thought it was.
Request rearming.
All the bombs are there, so that's
Copy.
weird. Oh, my rockets aren't. Oops. What's the secret radio detonator button? Blows up my radio?
Self-destructing for I think it's because it's like an early kind of thing. So
Early zero eyes system. Is that what that would be for?
I think so. My grandfather was in the Signal Corps in World War II, and he had
Rearming complete.
Stuff with secret codes and with secret code radios and everything that he had handcuffed to him everywhere, and had like self-destruct stuff. So he was supposed to blow that up and kill himself.
I know you're bullshitting.
Rather than
like how CIA would take a cyanide pill.
Yeah, I think so, or at least destroy that was the thing, so it wouldn't top secret stuff wouldn't fall into the hands of the Germans. You just lagged so hard.
I just took off so hard with no flaps. No nasal.
Someone is lagging because on my screen you're on the ground and facing the other direction now.
I've already taken off. Someone just took off right next to me, and they're lagging super hard.
One of us is lagging really bad.
You're lagging really bad.
I think you are.
am
or is
good.
both of us on this server? Because on my screen,
Oh wait, that's a
you
Corsair.
were facing one direction.
Is that a Corsair?
All right, there you are. There we
that's
are.
a
Now it's
Corsair.
fixed.
Yeah, now it's fixed. That's a Corsair I just took off next to. Alright, flying a Rota. Got like 220 on the cylinder temp. That's good. That's fine. What are those Japanese fighters?
There aren't actually Japanese fighters. They're Soviet
Yeah, they're
fighters.
I-8, they're I-6s. For the East of Rota.
Yeah.
Will they get us?
I don't know.
It was said that they were dispatched to intercept bombers, but I don't see
Yeah.
any Allied bombers in the area. Maybe they're
That's been
like
looking
insinuating that
close.
we're the bombers. I have no idea.
You said they were intercepting B-17s. Yeah, there is some serious lag going on in this server because you keep freezing in the air until.
I'm not lagging. I'm doing fine.
This is just what I'm observing.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Wish it was commands to check ping and stuff like that.
Yeah, because all of these options, right control pause them. Annoyingly.
Oh, thank you so much for tuning in, my boy. Definitely make sure that you subscribe for more and join the Discord that we got pinned in the description. So you can keep tabs on our future sorties. You can vote on our future sorties too. Looks like I'm about approaching the halfway point to the destination here. Got some pretty heavy bombs on board. So you're flying the Corsair. That was you that took off next to me. I see.
I was wondering when you'd figured that out.
Shut your... You think you're slick? Think you're slick?
Never done any of the weapons in this. This is like my second flight, not counting the one I did. So.
I'm not thirsty. Stop calling me thirsty, please.
Bro, play the other one.
No.
I rest my case. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the type of antics that you can get involved in by joining our disc. We have only strictly professional members involved. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing silly.
So I forgot to set this to mine.
So definitely make sure that you join and subscribe to me and ya boy Whisper for more. What we're going to be doing right now, you salacious viewers, is going and destroying this ship, which is heavily smoking in the distance here. I think Whisper's going to be flying a Corsair toward there, trying to deploy some bombs. I don't think he's ever done any sort of air-to-ground in the Corsair
Not yet.
on a live stream before,
Haven't done it in
maybe
demo.
at all, ever in his life. So,
Well, like I said, this is my second flight with the. So, why do I feel like I'm going so slow?
check your flaps and everything.
My flat stroke gear are up.
But yo, thank you for saving me that money, because now I can definitely get the Corsair.
Yep.
Appreciate you, bro. I'll make sure to get you a nice creamy gift. I gave that outfit you were wanting.
Yep.
Honestly, I wanted that one too, but you know, it's a win-win. Oh, when you know it, look at all the viewers just went.
Yep. Actually. Okay, I see the ship we're going for.
Exactly. They might just be mad that you're Pookie, but no one can replace. Yeah, the silence is very reassuring. So now I'm about 1 to 2 minutes away from bombs out.
I gotta study the
Approaching to the
manual
north.
more. I was reading it a bunch today, but I just gotta practice this a lot.
Yeah,
It's hard.
it's pretty complex.
I'm just not used to it.
Dude, I just
So,
also got a
let's do it a lot
notification
with
on
that.
today's stream that I just got moderator, I got moderator permissions basically, so I can get someone to moderate the stream, and like they can get the actual role. I mean, it shows up as a different role than just a regular viewer. So that's sick. I didn't even know, but I just got that notification a little bit ago.
Cool.
I'm sure you've already gotten that with all your lives.
Yeah, because I'm monetized. So.
Me too, but I'm just wondering why I
I
just
don't
got
think
that
you are,
notification.
because you have more subs than me, but I can't imagine because you mostly do shorts and stream. And I can't imagine that you've gotten the shower.
I mean,
And you
I'm
definitely have
just
not-
going off of the criteria that it says. Like, it says that I met it, so
For
I
which
just
one?
go off of that. For the necessities.
Oh, you might have gotten it for like to be able to get donos and stuff, right?
Yeah, and ads, because I get ads on videos now.
How did you get the 4,000 watch hours though? Like,
Dude,
oh,
I mean, if I try to put on one of my videos and one of my boys' TVs, it plays an ad first.
Have you checked on like the YouTube Studio to see any stuff with your payouts or like earnings or anything?
Not recently, but I could check on that. It's probably not what you've got, because you've gotten donations. That one stream you got like 75, which was awesome. Freaking
Yeah, but I
buckshot
only
came
got
through in the
45
clutch.
of that.
Yeah, but that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
More than half. Alright, I'm lining up on the target here. I'm going to try to do a really steep dive on this one, but this is going to put me in a risky situation. I'm going to have to S-fly the target so I can keep my eye on it. See you approaching from the south.
Very slowly.
I'm at 200 knots. I'm trying to climb. Looks like I'm at 9,000. I can't imagine that's right.
Yeah, you are. Let's check F10.
I should be safe at this altitude then.
I think I have my stuff set up right.
Alright, I'm rolling into the target.
I have my rocket set up right. It's kind of weird. The rocket button is separate from the other weapon release. It's like a little extra handle that's in front of the throttle.
Mm-hmm. It's a separate button. I didn't make any drops on that pass. I'm gonna go on another pass here.
We're both attacking the same ship.
Mm-hmm.
Copy. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna dive.
Okay. I'm up to 6,000 again. I'm gonna be making a long, rotating turn. But I'll watch your dive here.
Gonna miss badly, presumably.
Your gear's still down, that's why you're slow.
Well, I hit it, but I don't think it was...
It's down still.
Yeah, on my screen it's up.
Now it's coming up.
Now it's going down.
Okay. And that's weird. Alright, making my left-hand turn, coming in.
Well, that's how you do that. Okay, so that's cool.
How different does the cockpit look like?
Pretty different. See, the Corsair has... Oh, my engine just died. That's cool. Why?
Did she hit the target, though?
Oh. Why did my engine die? Way I could have run out of fuel. No fuel pressure, but I have fuel quantity.
Oh, you sunk the ship, dude. Nice work.
Oh, okay, well I did hit it then, but I don't know where my engine is.
I mean, the ship is looking like it's going underwater. Yeah, it's sinking.
Alright, I might as well shoot my rockets. That's how I do that. Alright, well I just...
I'm getting the lead.
But how... Alright, so the cool thing with the Corsair is that gear down normally, and they are landing gear and it load. Also, it's like kind of shifted and put it down as a... It functions as a...
It's a fast mover to the
as a
west
speed
here.
brake, and it just puts the main ones down. Now, why are you not... Try and shut this down. Put RPMs all the way up.
Back up to 9,000 feet.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna be... belly landing this.
Again? But you don't have gear coming down?
I'm over the ocean.
Oh, I rest my case.
But I lost my engine for some reason. We're having a lot of bugs with these in multiplayer today, though, to be fair. Tons of desync and lag on it this time.
I hope these
don't
bombs are
know
gonna
what
hit.
that was.
What? I aim so far ahead. It's okay. I'm gonna hit this next one.
On my screen, you're at 26,000 feet, and you were just going 1,000 knots. And you're just stuck. All right, yeah, this server is broken. I'm going to leave this. Oh, GT Free Flyer says just tuned in while scrolling through in real film to head 10. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you, engine. Because that's true. I did close my because I was getting a lot of drag from them. I expected. Thank you for pointing that out. Like I said, though, you probably didn't see this because literally Corsair. All right, so I'm getting more used to using the movement to play. You gotta mention that. All that stuff. So thank you.
Yeah, we're out of our element. You gotta forgive us.
Yep. I'm going to look at that. The ping is fine, but it's so laggy because it's like when I left, you were frozen in midair in a dot. Just at the second floor, you were like 2,000. On my screen, my gear were down for you, but they were up for me. That's so weird. It's so buggy.
Oh, I definitely hit the ship with that one. 100% I hit the ship with that one.
Let's look at this one. My bomb hit, which is cool.
Yeah, that's excellent. My bomb hit too. It was like right on the bridge, so that those
Yeah, that's basically what mine hit right near the
whoever's
stone.
driving that thing is not doing too well. Alright, throwing in hella right boot here.
Bear with us, 'cause it's so weird. Alright. I might rejoin that soon. I hope it stops lagging, otherwise.
Alright, I just damaged that
this
thing to
isn't-
70%. So
hope
it's
this isn't gonna be
smoking
like-
pretty bad.
One of those, the other, you know, the Apache, where it was so much.
Let me go in
desync.
on one more strafe run here. I had them all out of guns. Got it up to 76% damage.
Let's look at this. I just want to see if I can find a decent one.
RTB.
Keep flying the Corsair. It's fun. Okay. I'll have to make my own sort of thing.
Now we're gonna start climbing up pretty steeply here, ladies and jellyfish, so we can get back to base.
I think we're gonna peach.
Got the cowl flaps on. Master arm is now turned off.
Oh, it's
Guns are the only
nighttime.
things left armed. We don't have any more gun ammo anyway, so we're just a plane.
I'm gonna keep this one because that's a training server, but I can't really do stuff at night because I can't even do stuff in the daytime right now.
I love flying the warbirds at night. It's so fun. Especially landing.
I don't think I've ever actually done it.
So much
to be
fun,
honest.
dude.
Alright, I'll rejoin that server and see if there's a laggy.
Whoa. Oh no, this isn't sounding good. My engine's not sounding good. My cylinder temp is fine, my oil temp's fine, all my pressures are fine. Carb air is fine, everything is in the nominal temperature, but I'm hearing this rattling sound. RPMs are still good. RPMs are descending. RPMs are descending. I'm not out of gas.
Cowl flaps. Okay.
Cowl flaps are good. Cylinder head temperature is good.
What's-
Oil temperature is good.
Are they
Carb
open?
temperature is good. No, they're closed.
Okay.
And
Did you take
engine has
damage?
now seized. I didn't take any damage. Trying to restart.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% sure I have not taken any hits.
Are you sure? You sure?
I'm sure.
Are you sure? You sure? You sure? You sure?
I'm trying to hit the energizer, but it's like it's not wanting to.
Yeah, I don't
Let
remember
me
the
prime it.
procedure for startup in the air starts. So cowl flaps closed, intercooler and oil. What's your oil temp?
Well, the engine's
you
off,
just-
but everything was nominal. Everything was fine. All right, so the engine seized up. I'm
I
gonna have
can't
to.
play on the server because it's so unbelievably loud.
I'm gonna have to get this lower to the water, and then I'll have to pitch out. But I'm just gliding down right now, nice and slow. I could try to do a belly landing in the water, but that would be more dangerous than
did.
just pitching out.
Yeah, because it's not simulated in DCS, so you just die.
Still going 150 right now. I'm gonna start to try to level out, put the nose up just a little bit, and then I'll pitch out.
I'm gonna just put up make a quick little practice mission for us.
All right.
What do you want?
Alright,
Because it's like I
ejecting.
can't really play on that server because it's so laggy.
There's the ocean. There's the plane. Plane's going down. Plane's in the water. And now I am in the water.
I'm gonna put my airplane right here. I'm not gonna put units on the ground, but I am gonna just go. I'm not gonna crank aerodynamics today. I want to get more practice before I do that.
What aircraft are you putting in?
Dude, I'm gonna do Corsair. I'm flying that.
I can't.
I know that.
What are you gonna put for me?
What do you want me to put for you?
P-47.
All right, I will do that. I'm gonna take 500 pound.
It's the highlight of the stream.
Not for me. And I'm gonna take rockets. And I'm gonna take 70. I'll just 2/3 fuel. Client 43, because why not? Do you want me to put in some ground units?
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna set to this client. You can rearm because I don't know what you're gonna want. I'm just gonna have us fly around Tinian. It's gonna attack stuff down yonder. Oh, did I not set the? Didn't set the coalition. World War II. Whatever. Just Japan. Nihon. There it is. This can be. All right, here and then Japan. Armor. I'm not going to put in AAA because I don't want to die. I'm just going to put you there, and then we're going to put... And then another one of you here. And we're going to make you be that one. And then we're going to put trucks. Put a couple APCs. I don't think Japan used APCs that much. But I don't know. I don't remember. They didn't do a ton with armor. It'd be nice
back.
if we get actual real Japanese units and aircraft, but alright, I'm just gonna save this. Sure. So I need to not launch that yet. This is a client and client, we'll just do that. And then I want to go and just launch this one. Here we go. I'll check on these units that I put over here. Random stuff to blow up. As is fun. Oh, those were their APCs. Whatever. Doesn't matter. They're just random things to go bomb. Who cares? I like the island of Tinian. It looks cool. I'm just gonna wait for Jimmo to get back. Can I fold my wings without... No, I need power. I need hydraulic pressure. Do an early war one. Alright, how do we do this? Let me think. I can pull up my manual. 52, I gotta remember that page. And then...
All right, I'm back. What's the news, Whisper?
Server's up.
It's good news. I searched my name and never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it took him 4 years to figure out how to get the
What's that one?
the
It
systems
shouldn't have been
hosted.
that.
He was
It
never able to
wasn't
host the
that
server
long.
until 4 years
Well, I was
later,
initially, and then
when
it
he took
stopped
2
working.
minutes to figure it out.
Yeah, I knew how to do it. I just didn't bother because you were hosting and it was fine. You switch off Mr. Mixture, set to idle cutoff. Be on reserve. Engine cowl flaps full open. No, that's that one. I'm gonna wait for these to be open. Forget where you spawn. Oh, there you are. Hi.
Hi.
You really like that Polish livery. Well, it's U.S. Army Air Forces, but it has the Polish roundel on it. It's probably a Polish volunteer pilot or something. I would guess. I'm on your 3 o'clock. Cowl flaps open. Supercharger control is set to neutral as it is. Throttle, move that a little bit forward. Battery
Request rearming.
on. Fuel pump on.
Copy.
I don't know, primed a bit. Lucky number 7. Turn our ignitions on. Starter on.
Prop moving.
Auto rich. tickle the primer a little bit. Oh, I forgot to put my parking brake on. There we go, and then we want to pull our RPM down. Did I move a little too far? We
Rearming
have
complete.
pressure for fuel and oil, and we're going to want to idle it. Coolers closed, intercooler open. No, I'm not using the blowers. Cover that again. Haven't really learned how to use the radio.
It looks like your aircraft is diagonalized. Oh, never mind, your wings are.
Big brain.
Okay, well that was awesome.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna taxi out. Where's the runway?
To our right here. So you're
This,
gonna come
this
forward.
dirt
and then come
field,
right.
it curves, dude.
Oh, there's a taxiway, you dingus.
Oh, okay. Man, that's a nice looking plane you got there. Can't lie.
It is.
Alright. All lined up. Cylinder head temp is now over 100. So I think I'm good for takeoff. Okay, here we go.
Targets are to the southish. No, not. Cylinder temp is very low when you don't.
Oh my gosh, I barely made it over those trees. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, that was close. We're up, we're up.
Taxi for just a minute here.
Arming the bombs. Bombs are now armed. And targets to the south. Copy.
Mess around with this a little bit. Why does this just...
Can I go in on a run?
Do whatever you want.
Alright, just making sure.
Why is...
What's up? What's happening?
My brakes don't really want to work. I can engage the parking brake, but it seems to be conflicting with my other keybinds.
That might be it. That might need to get a hot fix. It's a pretty new drop, after all. Just like you were mentioning earlier about the Apache's desync.
Why is this? Why are you?
I can imagine that thing has a pretty good amount of desync involved with it.
Is it actually just parking brake that's conflicting? So let's get rid of it. I don't know if there's an actual physical parking brake that I can engage. So it wasn't always happening, but it is now.
Normally it would work just by pushing the pedals to brakes and then engaging the parking brake.
Yeah, but there isn't a thing like that, I don't think. There's a parking brake keybind that's just like
I see, and that's
it just
interfering.
pushes the pedals forward.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Something weird.
Who designed the
I
Corsair?
don't. I forget. What, the real manufacturer or the module?
Both.
As Vought was the real one, and this is Magnitude 3 is DCS.
Vought?
Yes.
The hell is Vought? That's. They didn't make. Who made the P-51?
Forget.
Isn't that a Lockheed Martin?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
I think it is. And then, but correct me, Chad, if I'm mistaken. But the Corsair is made by an aircraft manufacturer that you're
The
saying
one was
is
made by
named as
North
Vought.
American. Yes, because they made the Corsair 2. Temco Vought. Yes, Vought. V-O-U-G-H-T.
Out of where?
Oh.
Surprised that you don't know.
Alright, what I'm sure I'm forgetting something. But whatever, we'll find out.
Hey man, enjoy these moments where you don't know what to do with the aircraft. Enjoy the fact that it's
Yeah.
brand fresh.
No, I like learning it. It's fun.
Because after all,
No, I didn't lock my
you're
tail
going to be
wheel.
locked in
That's
just
what I
like all the
forgot.
other ones.
Because I'm clearly so good at all of the other work.
I mean, you're pretty good. You have a decent amount of skill level with all the aircraft that you have. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. It's a skill level able enough to take off, land, and employ simple things, or sometimes even advanced things.
With most things, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be coming in for a bombing run here soon. I think what you said was true. Like, the only reason I can imagine that my engine seized out is because the moment I realized it started to make that noise, my manifold pressure was above 50.
Yes.
Now I'm keeping it below 50. I'm just keeping it at like the 40.
That is your style. Part of your style of doing this is to just push it as far as it can possibly go. But the thing is that you can't really do that with the World War II planes.
No,
They're just
you just can't.
a lot
You just
more.
can't. It's that simple. Alright, feet on pedals. I'm going to be coming in for a bombing run here, so avoid confliction.
Yeah, I'm not near you. Oh, and that's another thing I didn't do is zero my. Oh, it's fine though. It's correct. I do love this. I love flying with a canopy open. Because you don't really do that in the P-51 and the P-47. You can, but especially in the P-51, but usually you can. But this and
Alright, bombs
Spitfire.
away. Pulling up. Those look like they might hit something, hopefully. They definitely hit directly on the target. Like right smack onto one of the targets. and multiple other ones are smoking.
Yeah, nice job. I gotta learn how to oh, I gotta set this in my main tank. I gotta turn that off. I gotta learn how to go faster in World War II planes.
Well, you have a limit, man. Isn't the freaking fighter jet?
Yeah.
Like what you were just telling me.
Well, this has the war emergency power, I think, but I think this is the water cooling thing.
Yeah, I just
But I
shagged
always feel
something
like I'm just not
perfectly.
going fast enough.
That was an absolute direct hit. It wasn't exactly what I was aiming for, but it was a direct hit. The lower that your dive angle is, the higher up you need to pull for your aim.
Yes, obviously. I mean, you think about it, if you're sitting in like the fence of your Mills depression, it has to be lower. Whereas if you
But the
dive
thing
steeper, you
is-
can be much more accurate.
For me, it's just hard to get to that altitude. It takes so, well, it's not hard, it just takes so much time.
Yes, it is time consuming.
I'm not wasting all that time right now. I'm just going in and
I know,
practicing
you
my
are
low angle.
incredibly impatient.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm not. But
You
I
are more
pick- I
impatient
pick
than me
my
a lot of
battles.
times in
I
DCS.
pick my battles. That's what it comes down to. I know what to be patient and impatient for. This is not.
I
worth the
can be
time.
very impatient and very patient about things in all areas of life. Like, I build scale models. It takes me like 6 to 8 weeks to do one. And I can be patient and spend the time to do it.
All right, bombs out. All right, I see what needs to be done. Luckily, I have rockets, so they're gonna get jacked up. That's for sure.
Corsair is such a cool looking airplane.
I don't know. That's why it's my favorite World War II bird. That exact
Yeah,
reason.
it's one of my favorites. It's just different. It's iconic.
Because of its.
It's not hard to fly
shaping.
either, to be honest. Like compare, like
'Cause
it's
not
no
made
more or
by
less
ED.
difficult
It's
than
not.
any of the
It's,
others.
like the ED does better with flight dynamics. I gotta say, when it comes to realism.
I think that a lot of people would disagree with you on that.
Razbam does the wait no. Razbam's second place. Hitler's first place. And then DCS.
Do you have any basis for that argument?
Because the F4, the F14.
No, I agree with you. Hitler is the best developer, and I think everyone agrees.
Okay, so I'm not in the wrong there. Razbam's going to be
Yes.
second place
Why?
because of the F15 and the Harrier, which was absolutely incredible.
I hate the Harrier so much.
Yeah, well, you can just go ahead and sit on it. You hate it because you can't land well. That's the only reason you hate it.
No, it's not the only reason why I hate
It
it. I
has so
just
much
do not enjoy
capabilities.
flying it in DCS. It's just not fun for me.
Well, it's an incredibly designed aircraft, so that's the fact.
I think Razbam
That's why
is
they're
like
second
the
place.
most
Dynamics.
controversial developer.
Ego Dynamics might be in second place, and then Razbam could take third, but that'd be tough. I gotta say that there's a lot of Ego Dynamics flight models that they've designed in regards to the aerodynamic properties and the accuracy thereof that they've done incredibly good job at, and they make it so you can actually train on these aircraft and implement what you've learned in the
Like which
physical
ones?
mobility, like the Huey, for example. That's just one.
Huey
Of them.
is not developed by Eagle Dynamics.
Like the Christian
is the
Eagle.
Mi-8.
The Christian Eagle is probably one of the best.
I thought
Most
that the
realistic.
Christian Eagle was generally regarded as one.
It is the worst. I'm just playing.
Okay, I was gonna. You had me worried there for. I don't even remember if that's in. I think it.
All right, I'm just strafing these targets now.
There's a whole bunch more just all around that area. I'm gonna bomb that. I might go in on a dive.
I just let off all my rounds. I don't think I hit anything, but I did let them all off.
Alright, here goes nothing.
I aimed at the target though. I probably damaged it, but I didn't kill it. Oh man, now I have to land. This is not gonna be easy. Oh, you didn't arm it. But you hit right on target. Didn't arm the detonator though.
I set it to nose tail.
Must be
I heard an
something else you're missing.
explosion.
I didn't see one. So that might be another desync thing.
I have to check that in the... I heard an explosion, I didn't see it.
You
It might have
landed
just
right on
landed in a
target
field.
and I don't see any damage.
I have it set to nose tail. I have pylon, it clearly released the bomb. Master arms on. I might check that in the replay, because it could be... Pretty sure I had it armed.
Alright, I'm gonna sit up tall for this landing here so I can try to see over the top of this. It's not gonna be easy, but I'll try my best, chat.
Getting better at bombing in World War II planes. Which makes them a lot more fun. Oh, that's AAA. Stop shooting at me. Accept your fate. The rockets are so loud with the canopy open. They're so fun.
Dude, that was a beautiful, beautiful, perfect landing that I just executed right there.
I'm gonna have to see if I can actually land the Corsair for the second time ever.
I don't know about you, but I just executed a flawless one. That was a buttery biscuit.
Open my oil cooler a little bit. Look at that detail, chat. There's like fingerprints right up above that on the canopy frame. And like those tallies. The cockpit textures they're good in this. The whole 3D model is great.
Request
Why are
rearming.
you shooting at me? You didn't shoot at Jimbo.
Copy.
I told him to. I paid him off.
These APCs, I swear to God, they didn't have...
Once he says rearming complete, we are good to go.
Rearming complete.
On the max RPM here.
The factory. This is a little bit laggy. At least the combination of the Corsair and this map at low. But that may get worked out as they update it. It could get more optimized soon.
Alright, I'm up. You're up. Oh my god, there's trees. Holy shit. Wraps up. Well, I barely survived that takeoff, but we're okay.
Doesn't really matter, but
You mean, I gotta say, for like the third time you've flown that thing, you're doing pretty alright.
yeah, it flies pretty similarly, and a lot of this stuff kind of similar to some other stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, given that it was built around the same era, there's a lot of synonymous parts.
yeah, and the gauges are all roughly the same.
When was that one made compared to the P-47 was made in 42? No.
The earliest ones, I mean, this was developed around the same.
It was...
This really started. The Corsair, the original Corsairs entered service in 40. And I think the Corsair and the P-47 really started like 43.
It's so weird, your mic keeps cutting in and out. It's so strange. So the Corsair was around in 43. P-47 was around in 42. P-41 was around, must have been around 45, 46. Wasn't there another carrier-based, low-wing, single-prop plane that was around at the time? It wasn't the P-47, though?
The Hellcat.
That's what it was.
The F6F Hellcat.
Yep. That was carrier-based. It was carrier-based, right? Well, F4F, yeah, that's similar to the Corsair, is it not?
No.
Well, what's the Corsair's called?
F4U.
F4U, yeah.
This was prior to the standardization of the aircraft, I guess, designations, so they were all just given a designation by the manufacturer. You had P-50. You had...
We're getting
in
shot
Europe,
at.
most of the planes were called... are we?
Yes, we are. Because I'm keeping an eye on the target.
I'll get on your other side, then.
Still getting shot at.
I was just trying to fly form with you.
I know what you're going for. Every single time I see bullets get fired, I just make a maneuver and I know they're not going to hit me. Because they're aiming where I was. Not where I'm about to be.
Well, they're aiming, if you had stayed on that flight path in the straight line, they're leading for that.
Yeah, I'd be hit.
Yeah.
So if I do any deviation at all, then I'm fine. Okay. Well, at this distance, it's a lot harder when you're close up.
Yes. Because you have more time to anticipate it, and you can make a smaller movement and less like. Whereas if you're up close, you have less time to react.
And your gear's still down on my screen.
It's not. It's desync.
It's a sad day.
Yeah.
Wish I could see that thing with the gear up.
Let me pull upward beside you.
I see you looking.
I can put the gear down, just the main gear down, and use...
Can you put it down and up again? Like cycle it or something?
Now they are down.
No, you're gonna put them up?
Now they're coming up.
Yeah, they just don't move. The only thing that moves is the doors. The doors open up, but the gear itself does not move.
In the patch notes from the other day when this came out, there's a list of known, but I didn't read them because I hadn't got the Corsair yet, so I'm gonna read. Probably.
You sit so much higher in that than my pilot does.
Yeah, I mean, the sills are so low down. It's such good visibility. I mean, the visibility is just the same. It's like some of the other things
You
forward.
can't
it's
see behind you,
just-
but with this one I can see behind me.
Yeah, because you have that nice bubble canopy. I mean, this is better than the earlier one, too, that had the bird cage. I mean, if I
The
sit
thing
up,
is,
I
with
can
that
see behind me
visibility
pretty
you
well.
have, you don't really need to see right behind you. You can just turn the aircraft slightly and see what's behind you, so it's not a
But even
big
if
deal.
I mean, looking behind me, the visibility is good, and if I sit up a little bit, then I can see better.
Going in for a bomb run.
Copy that. You can get shot down. I won't. Well, I might.
Go fuck yourself.
I'll
I'm
try
gonna
not to.
I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna do this.
I want to land
I
this.
just realized
and
my
not die.
compressibility flaps have been down this whole time. God damn it. I got this, dude. Trust your boy.
Yeah, you don't really need to do those. To use those. I've never put flaps down or compressibility flaps down.
I've
in the
had to do it
P-47 for-
when I was going from an extremely high altitude. Like
Yeah,
10,000
because you're gonna pick up so much speed. I mean, I go in from 9,000, and I haven't really
I'm
needed
talking
that much
10,000 plus. I use them.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I'm not It's not a criticism. It's just.
Bombs out.
Kind of like having a gun sight that doesn't have a gyro. It's just fixed. 100 mil and 50 mil circles, and then all the other. I mean, the
bombs definitely damage multiple targets pretty significantly.
The P-47D-30 early has the gun sight like this. It's like exactly the same kind. And it doesn't have like the whatever that one is that has the gyro.
Yeah, I know. That's true. I like this one though.
Yeah, I prefer that in the P-47, but I like this.
Jug is nice. Has a nice shape to it. Has a nice sound.
It's not my favorite, to be honest. I prefer the Merlin.
It has a beautiful sound.
I prefer the regular piston engines to radial normally, but. Alright, I'm gonna go land this thing.
Alright, here we go. Going in for a bombing run. Bombs out. Switching to rockets. And checking for damage. But yeah, bomb hit near target. Doubling back for a rocket straight from the south. Alright, multiple targets should be destroyed. Some targets are on the move.
And they tend to scoot around like that once you shoot at them.
Out of rockets, going over into the gun strafe. I think I killed something though. I know for sure on this pass I'm hitting something. That's a guarantee. Oh, I'm getting shot at. Now I know what to aim for. Perfect. It's this guy right here. Oh dang, he's shooting at me pretty good.
Very bouncy on my main gear.
It's a Type 89.
But-
I laid into it pretty good, but I don't know if I got it. No, I damaged it.
I
pretty
got
well.
it's laggy in this thing on the ground. At least up. So I landed and I got him like right as I went over the runway threshold. I was
That's
fast in my
unfortunate.
approach anyway, but yeah, I mean, remember the Marianas being laggy when it first came out?
I do recall.
So hopefully this will get fixed too. And the same thing is with the Corsair in general. Because it's a little bit, laggy.
Oh jeez, I see the exact target that's shooting at me. It's turning around. It's trying to reposition. It almost got me. It barely shot right over my head. Alright, I'm coming back to land.
I have 25 FPS.
What? Mine is immaculate right now.
Yeah, it's just it dropped right when I went over it. I mean, I'm finding the core not very well optimized yet, and nor is this map, like I said, but
I am finding that
it's only been out
this
for
new
4 days, so
PC
it's a little
makes me so
progress.
happy that I'm finally getting better FPS than you. Because for the longest time it was the opposite.
Yep.
And flaps coming full down. Gear coming down. Watch this beautiful landing. Watch how it's done. With the smoothness.
Bounced.
Barely.
You need to come
Wow.
in slower and flare more, so that you touch down on all 3 wheels.
Alright.
That's what I did wrong, but I was also dealing with having 19. It seems to be that the map is laggier than this. 'Cause if I bury my head, my FPS isn't. It's much better. It's like 80 right now.
The P-51
But
is
if
so
I
much
look
easier to tip over than this thing.
But if I look around, then it's laggy. It's just the terrain, all the grass, all the trees, and everything.
Alright, I'm putting 1,000-pounder bombs on for this one.
Request rearming. Copy.
Which means I'm probably not going to make it over these trees, but I'm going to try my best.
I don't understand why your takeoff run is so long.
Because they don't go full throttle.
That's why.
Am I supposed to?
52 inches of mercury, 2700 RPM is your maximum for takeoff. You can go to that, but not exceed it.
Copy that, boss.
You also generally do have your load of, like, do not, period.
Rearming complete.
Alright, taking off. Are you on the runway?
Nope, I'm next to it.
Alright, going full throttle. 52. Oh, here's oh yeah, I'm good. We're good. Yeah, I guess I didn't think I was gonna make it with these 1,000-pounders.
I do prefer Merlin engines.
Sounds
But-
nice though. You can't lie. That takeoff sounded nice.
It did. I don't love the sounds of the Corsair, to be honest.
I
It's
do.
not my favorite.
I love them so
but-
much. It's a chugging sound of engine like a train, bro. It's such a great sound.
Yeah, because it's a radial.
This
That's
one's radial.
Exactly what I don't. Yeah, I know that. It's exactly what I don't really like about radial, but what I do like about Merlin engines, which is
Radial
objectively the
sounds
best
so
sounding.
good.
I think radial engines sound good when if it's like a P-25 or something, or a P-17. Those sound amazing.
Those sound good. Yeah, I'm about to. All right, hold on. I gotta change real quick. But bro, those sound so good.
Yeah, they do. I'm gonna be right back again.
This dude's gonna go look up pictures of Duo. Well, ladies and jellyfish, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, Jimbo VR, and Whisper DCS. Also, make sure that you are joined in the Discord, which I have pinned in the description of the video. We would love to have you there so you can vote on the future videos and stories that we do in our next live streams. We always like to participate in engaging with the viewers and with our subscribers, and so the best way to do that is to join so that you guys can cast your votes and give us ideas on future missions. But without further ado, I'm going to be going in on these targets here. Got 1,000-pound bombs, so I'm going to need to gain a bunch of altitude before I do the attack, because I do not want to receive any collateral damage from the blast damage. As you can see, each one of these wings contains an extremely good bomb. This is 1,000 pounds. That's 500. And that one is also 1,000 pounds. So, we got 1,500 total. We're going to be dropping. First, we'll be doing 1,000 pounders. So we're going to be doing 2,000 at once, which means it's going to be an insane blast. And I need to maintain a high enough altitude to avoid any damage. That's why I'm taking this long route over the ocean so I can gain some altitude.
Back.
Don't worry, I was just slandering your name.
I know.
So yeah, they all know that you think the witch is bad now.
Okay.
Everybody go comment on the video. Comment on the link. Did I post that one as a short yet? I need to get that video from Gas. So I can
You did
post it.
it.
No, you just don't want me to, but I'm going to. I'll make sure to send a USB straight to your mailbox containing that video so your parents get it and plug it in and just see that you said
My
that.
parents aren't dumb enough to take a flash drive that some random person in Florida sent and plug it into the computer.
Trust me, bro, it's not going to contain any tracking malware or anything like that. Trust your boy.
I've discovered an interesting thing about the parking brake in this. If I have a keybind set for parking brake on, and I have it engaged, and even if I disengage it, at least in multiplayer, my toe brakes, I can't use them anymore. If I then remove the keybind for parking brake on, I can then use the toe brakes. So I am just simply going to remove my parking brake on keybind anytime that I have to, you know, use toe brakes.
Understandable. I'm just flying by instruments right now to make sure that I maintain my airspeed and my correct vertical velocity index. Keeping it around 1,000 per minute is probably what's best to keep me at about 200 miles an hour. Alright, I'm gonna go in on these 1,000 pounders here. See if I can put some work in on these guys. Because I know where the shooter's at. Now I'm starting to pick up some altitude. Here we go, about 3,000 feet. Looking good. Should be a good enough altitude to do the drop. I'll do a slight descent, and then I'll pull away. Have the target in view. Keeping them over the guns.
Up here at this altitude, I have like 120 FPS over the ocean. It's the map, it's not the plane that I've determined.
And bombs out.
That looks good. Tinion's beautiful. I like it.
Those definitely hit very, very close to targets. Got one extremely damaged. Yeah, that was a successful hit, and I didn't take any damage collaterally, so we're good. Now I'm on to my 500 pounders and then the rockets. That was a pretty successful targeting right there, considering the low angle that I was driving at. The target I was aiming for was that building area, and I hit directly adjacent to it, so that worked perfectly. It's like the central building in the middle of all of those targets. It's for you salacious viewers, it's that building right there. That's what I'm going for right now. Alright, and pickle. Yep, that landed. That's perfect. Right in that tight grouping, right next to the... I got one significantly damaged, one of them smoking. Oh yeah, I'm getting way more accurate with the bombing here. Switching to rockets. Those last 2 bombs hit directly on target.
Oh, I'm trimmed out so nicely right now.
Beautiful. I'm getting the last AAA, or at least the only one remaining that I know that I saw shooting at us.
Yeah, I think it was a tank. I didn't put any actual AAA there.
Just got something down.
Yeah, APC. Around.
Just damaged multiple targets. You should be able to see plenty of white smoke and black smoke.
Yep, I do.
To
I was
designate
watching
them.
you go in with those rockets. I'm just south of the island. I'm basically just about to be feet dry at 5,700 feet.
I have visual. I'll maintain separation. Just saw another explosion on the field. Going after another target believed to be AAA.
I'm in. Off.
I just killed a AAA. It was shooting at me as I was in on the strafe.
I don't know where my bomb went. I must have missed. I must be missing something. Is it because I have my rockets on? That doesn't make sense, but... Alright, well, I don't know why. I'll have to look into that a little more.
And to the south. I think I might have neutralized the last AAA, but I'm not sure.
There's still a tank, but it's damaged. There are a couple tanks that are damaged.
I just destroyed something. Something
Yeah,
just
those are
exploded down
all-
there.
Yeah. Now coming in from the north, 3,000 feet.
Into the east. Just destroyed another target. Type 90A. Nice shots.
Oh, those were direct. On
Nice
that.
shots with the rocket there. Excellent work.
They're so loud with the canopy open. Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Excellent. Coming in for landing here. Gotta say, man, you've been getting a lot better with the course here. Very, very well done.
AAA coming at me still. Tank.
Stand by. Okay, I see the location. I see the location. Copy that. Go evasive. Try to
It is
use the
an
terrain as
actual-
cover.
It is an actual miracle that I did not just get shot. I was
It is.
literally flying directly through two AAA streams going right around me, and I did
I saw that.
I don't understand why they're not shooting at you when you're like 3 feet above them.
They did. They
And then
did
I
shoot at me.
completely
They did when I got that last AAA target. It was shooting directly at me. All right, now coming in on
It's
another
just
landing
coming
here.
to next. Tinian seems to be the laggiest. Well, no, actually, because I was experiencing that on site.
Alright, I'm down on all 3 wheels at once.
Nice. Part of me likes that in the World War II planes, there's so much less precision with how you do things.
Mm,
And there's a lot more eyeballing it with guns and rockets, bombs.
yeah, you love that.
Whereas
I
I'm
hate it.
so used... But no, but it's just the opposite, where I'm just so used to, and so love doing things so precisely and perfect. Whereas it's kind of relaxing. It's just not what I usually do. It's not my...
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Don't hit me now. I hear a strafing near me. That was scary. I guess that's what it sounds like to know that you might die soon. That is a pretty scary sound, man.
Refueling complete.
I'm gonna have to get some more fuel here. I might end the stream after this, just because it's getting a little late and I'm kind of tired.
I
Rearming complete.
I'm about to clear the runway for you.
Yeah, to go around again, but so I'm just gonna fly next to it. I have to do some carrier routes soon in the Corsair. So
That would be awesome.
We have that one World War II carrier now.
That would be fully awesome. I'm getting used to taking off on these damn tail draggers. You have to put the nose forward and let the front wheels roll, and then you pull up.
Yep.
Instead of
that'd
just
be
like
nice.
pulling up while it's at a high aspect, because that's
Yeah,
gonna make you
usually
slow.
with the P-47, the tail will come up around 100 knots, I think. Maybe a bit before that, you can get it up. And then at about 100, you want to just
A boat. At a boat.
ease it off the ground.
Is it about
boat.
or is it a boat? Are you talking about a boat or are you
Boat.
talking about about? That's what. Okay, that's what I thought.
About.
Bro, all I'm saying though is that the Cub, Piper Cub, bro, Piper Cub. The one I'm talking about, the Piper Cub.
Yes,
Piper Cub.
I'm
You can
familiar
pick
with
up
it.
that tail in the moment you put the throttle forward because there's enough wind hitting the tail at that
Yeah,
point.
you can
to
do
just
that with the
pick it up.
Corsair with full flaps down, I believe. If you go full power, tail up. At least according to the manual. You might need headwind, but
Well,
that's
just in
according
time
to-
for you to decide that your stream wants to end, my quest battery is according to me that it is low. So I'm going to
That's
go
good to
ahead
know.
and drop this last few sets of bombs, and we're going to go ahead and call it the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure, if you haven't already, we got about probably 10-15 minutes left on the stream. Make sure that you've subscribed to both of our channels, Jimbo VR and Whisper DCS. We would greatly appreciate it, and it also helps get us more motivation and monetization to provide higher quality content for you guys. And potentially even future giveaways of HOTASs, throttles, sticks, things like that in the distant future, depending on how many followers we get. But also join the Discord that we've got pinned in the description, so we would love to have you there as well, because that's where you can vote on the types of stuff that you see in our future streams like this right here. But if you need any help with aircraft, if you're trying to learn DCS, definitely check out Whisper's channel. He does a great job with tutorials on each individual aircraft and each little aspect that those aircrafts provide. Looks like you did a
Wasn't
pretty
that
smooth
bad.
landing there.
Slight bump. Didn't flare quite enough. But I also got a lag spike right as I
I mean,
touched down.
I'd say that was pretty solid.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad. It was better than my first one. Because I managed to get my speed down low, so I was coming over the threshold. Should be. Oh, this is such a beautiful airplane. It kicks up dust too, so it's like on these dirt runways, it's just like my whole windscreen is just like beige. And all my dials and everything. It's funny. You can't see shit. I'm loving the Corsair and I'm loving the Marion 2 map except for the terrible performance. So ED, get your shit together and fix it, please. Fix the other Marianas. Just gotta do with this.
I'll tell you one thing though, man. If I was the audio developer for DCS, that mod pack that you would have had to download for the F-16 would not needed to have been downloaded, because I would have been able to garner actual sounds from F-16s from different locations, altitudes, things like that. But what is the name? Constantine, who worked at DCS, he said that you have to have also like specific training in C++, C++, and stuff like that. And I'm not particularly trained in coding the way that I am with sound engineering, so I didn't know that I'd be required to like code the audio in instead of like provide the audio to them. So I guess they want people who can do the audio, record it at location in different scenarios and distances, things like that, and then code it in a way that sounds realistic.
For shits and giggles, I'm going to do a minimum run takeoff. As I can.
Alright, I'm about to drop these 1,000-pounders on a nice, happy group of targets right here.
Inches of the test 3. It's about. Just want to set this to be the normal position. There.
Alright, so these are the targets right here along the tree line, so we're gonna drop the bombs like way ahead of them, like right here.
Oops.
Oh, wrong button. Alright, bombs out. Hopefully I'm not too low at this point.
Okay,
That
so you
hit
can
exactly where I wanted it to
absolutely-
hit. That was
Like
perfect.
we were just talking about, you can very easily just throttle up and get the tail off the ground with this thing. You can do it in the P-51 and any tail dragger, but
So I have no more bombs left. I dropped every single bomb, and guess what? They hit literally the exact spot I was aiming for. That was.
We should have done this first and then
perfect.
the mission. That would have been more intelligent.
Guess what, guys? If you want to see
we're
us
not
perform worse in the P-47, go ahead and wind back all the way in the beginning of this of the stream here. And if you actually want us to, if you want to see us perform as the P-47 should be, go ahead and keep watching the stream right now, because it evidently took us like however long this stream is to figure out how to bomb accurately.
I
strafe
bombed very
accurately.
accurately in my trial of the other mission. I got shot down mostly. Exactly.
No, you
the
did
same
good.
thing
I can't lie.
Exactly
You did really
the same
good.
thing that happened to me in the mission happened in practice, but. Alright, I'm coming in for landing.
Alright, I'm going to be going in on this strafe here and with these rockets, and then I'll be coming in for landing. It's going to be a 1-run type of thing. Maybe a 2-run type of thing if I'm really feeling greedy.
Also, another thing with the warbirds is opposed to the jets, where you can accelerate, and increase throttle. But if you do that on this one, the torque changes, which twists your plane around and moves things up, left or right. When you increase or decrease the throttle, so you have to anticipate that.
Alright, multiple targets hit and strafed. One of them's been destroyed.
Bit of a hard landing, but it didn't really bounce at least.
I'm going after the AAA that went after you earlier. Coming back around, I think I see the exact AAA that was going after you. And I just destroyed one. There's another AAA that's damaged. I'll be going after that one next. Then I'll definitely be out of guns. Thing is, I've been going full throttle for a long portion of time, and this thing hasn't been giving up on me. I have been keeping it in within the green on the manifold pressure for a while, but also, yeah, this thing is shooting at me, so I need to destroy this AAA. Is that 2 of them? Oh, there's 2 AAA? No, I'm destroying the one that's more damaged.
You did not see that. It's just FYI.
Alright, I just got one of them. Only one more. I just went through 2 AAA gunfire. Did you just see what I just went through, bro?
No.
I went through the hot fire of 2 AAA rounds from 2 locations. I managed to destroy one of them. There's only one more left, but I don't know how many rounds I have left.
Thank you, Valkyrie. I appreciate you. And you're absolutely right about that statement.
What did he say? Jimbo's garbage? I understand.
No. He said that they saw nothing, which is exactly correct.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to see.
Don't worry about what's going on at the airfield right now, or what already may or may not have happened. I mean, no.
Oh, I'm out of guns anyway.
This is interesting. This is correct. I'm pretty sure. I gotta take some screenshots and save that for later.
Oh, that felt so good to watch that AAA just get blown up. It was beautiful. Alright, where to be?
I'm waiting to turn. And we'll sign off.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and land and join with you, and then I'll sign off. You have to judge my landing though. You have to watch it in F2 and judge it. I want to be able to see it on your stream in F2. Thank
Let me know when
you.
you're at final.
I'll let you know.
I'll be at 7 FPS, but that's fine.
Perfect. That's how I love to see it. For me, on my screen, it looks like your airplane is nose down in the ground.
No, really?
I don't think it's desync. It's desync.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's desync. Yeah, I mean, judging by what I've seen so far, it's desync. Yeah, that's what I'm blaming it on.
It's gotta be. I'm definitely not dumb enough to go to full power with the brakes on.
Ah, bro, you
I was
wouldn't do
trying-
that.
I mean, I did it before because I was rotating, but I gave it a little too much and I had the flip down. I'm not, because I was at full flat. I mean, no. No, this is just desync, but we already established that.
Yeah, it's not real, dude.
It's like a flip book. 8 FPS. 9 FPS. Ooh, 10 FPS.
Oh, my engine sounds really weird all of a sudden. It's like... So I made this weird, like, phasing noise. Alright, I'm in on this landing. Lined up pretty nice. I'm gonna sit up tall so I can see this. Straighten my back all the way. As much as I can. No, we're good.
Bouncy.
Nah, we're good. Ain't no bounce there. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna have shut your engine down just because it's deafeningly loud and I can't hear myself. Don't hit me, I swear to God.
What are you gonna do? I didn't hit you.
Right, you didn't.
I didn't hit you.
Taller than you.
You are not taller than... You
Look
think...
how high up I am.
Why are you... You should... That's not where you should be.
No,
What
I
the
gotta
hell?
take screenshots of this with the two of us just because this is gonna be a thumb.
This needs to be a thumbnail for this video. You need to make this the thumbnail for the video. Dude, how are you... Why are you doing this?
Well, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
every
this is what
company
happens when you
documentation.
rely on Whisper DCR, DSR, DCSR to do anything right. Can you even fold your wings?
I might need engine power because I don't have.
No. So the answer is no. Great.
Find out.
Perfect.
So it's unlocked.
No way.
I
No
just
way.
need electric power to power the hydraulic pumps, hydraulic actuators.
No way, dude. You just folded both wings. What does it look like in the Corsair? I'm not even going to look at the instruments because I don't want to spoil it, but this is what it looks like with the wings folded. They're right in front of your face.
Yep.
Can't miss them. Well, ladies and jellyfish, I hope you enjoyed our stream of absolute professionalism and the proper flying of each aircraft. So, if you did,
I
definitely
flew it
consider.
fine. It was just my ground handling that needs improvement.
Yeah, clearly. I think that's pretty evident given the scenario. But, ladies and jellyfish, make sure you subscribed. Join our Discord in the description. We'd love to have you. And, Wibber, is there anything else you want to tell these salacious viewers?
Jump through my airplane. Thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. A couple of people who are talking in the chat. Thank you very much. If you want to like, subscribe, join the Discord, etc., be greatly appreciated, like Jimbo said. I don't know when our next stream will be. We're gonna try and get back into being a bit more consistent with streams, but we shall see. But anyway, have a good one, and I hope that we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.